Normally, new moon effects are seen 3 days prior or 7 days prior to the new moon. New moon, or what we refer to as Amavasya. 3 days prior, 3 days post, or 7 days prior, 7 days post, depending on what kind of energy construction you have, what kind of energy sensitivity and awareness you carry. But this time I am noticing that people have already started to experience intensity of this new moon even prior to 7 days. It's like almost just after full moon, people already started experiencing it. Especially in last fortnight, I have seen people are experiencing this intensity of the new moon. What is the intensity of the new moon? We'll try to understand as to what this new moon is bringing, what storms it's bringing for us, and what kind of release it's bringing for us, and what kind of relief it is bringing for us. Namaste, I'm Jyoti. I'm the founder director of Ajanta Vihara Institute of Spiritual Sciences, and once again I am back here with energy updates for new moon, or as we refer to it in Hindi, in Sanskrit, Amavasya. In fact, from the very beginning of this year, we have seen that the effect of each of the zodiac sign, or the planets that are there, in that particular zodiac, whatever planetary movements have been there, has been impacting the moon energies a lot. Or you can say that the moon energies are very much aligned to planetary positions, and is combining with that to bring in this very powerful, intense energy, which is going to help us release. Everything is good. It's nothing in life is bad. It's just our attachment to pain and fear that makes it bad and makes it ugly, right? It could be our attachment to our pain and fear, or attachment to others' pain and fear, or the pain and fear that that specific person is giving us, towards whom we are, or because of whom we are experiencing pain. Let us understand what you might be experiencing, before the new moon has hit. Now we are around the new moon. So we are in fact into the new moon. So a couple of things. First, at physical level, you might feel constipation, you might feel dehydration, you might experience a lot of tiredness, not able to sleep at night, bad dreams, nightmares, even night terrors you might experience, headache, on and off headache, or general heaviness, irritation, and lack of patience, or loss of patience suddenly. Not feeling the need to have a lot of food because body feels very bloated yet very dehydrated. Pain in the legs, cramps in the legs, tiredness in the legs. So this all can be happening at a physical level. It might not show as physical thing for many of us, and might show as emotional things. So if it's not showing as physical, it can show as emotional disturbance, in the sense you find yourself more in a negative space. You find yourself thinking more negative about people, about things happening in your life. You might be more pessimistic towards outcomes in your life. You might be finding challenges in your relationships, like relationships are suddenly feeling very toxic, or relationships are suddenly feeling like a burden, or relationships feel as if there is no way out of the pain and suffering in any of your relationships, or maybe the one that you're attached most to. So it can come as your mood. You might experience a lot of sudden anger, sprouts of anger every now and then, or you can experience sudden numbness, because there are too many emotions to process and you just don't have the energy to do it. you might feel the need to disconnect in relationship, move into a hermit space, move into a space where you can be all alone. You don't have to think about being nice to people, being good to people, being caring or being responsible or being the provider. So that kind of need can come, and this is going to stay through and through till full moon, because this needs to get purged, right? And we are moving more and more into that frequency of consciousness, where we are not only given an opportunity but literally like forced to purge out, forced to release, not leaving us with any option but to release. So that could be happening at an emotional level. At spiritual or intellectual level, you might just feel sudden block in your creativity, sudden block in your problem solving, skills. You might feel directionless, you might feel as if there's no purpose or path, or you might want to have some purpose. You might suddenly feel disconnected from what you're doing. You might have a need to travel, meet more people, learn more, gain more knowledge, listen to wise people, listen to chants, do meditation, like trying to bring in a change in your life from what you had to what you want to have. So these are the kind of things that you might experience around the new moon, and we are already into the new moon, as I said. So allow yourself to experience all this, allow yourself to open up to these things, and the more you open up, the more you allow yourself to release, and the more you allow yourself to heal. So how do you heal? For first, you have to accept things are happening to you, and new moon is a good time to do that. So by full moon, you can release things out of yourself, right? So start focusing on what is it that you want to release, and start doing your deep breathing exercise. And as you start doing deep breathing exercise, you will start to see a shift in your frequency, a shift in your mood, a shift in your health and everything. So hope you are able to align yourself. If you want to understand how to do the breathing, if you want to understand what other things you can do, because every new moon there are certain things which are very common to all new moons. So you can go and listen to any of my earlier videos on new moon, and you'll be able to understand as to what exercises you can do. But deep breathing for sure is going to help, and setting an intention which is to release the toxicity, negativity, stagnant energy from your body at night, maybe looking at the moon, or if you don't have access to moonlight and all, just sitting by the window or in your room and allowing the vibrations of the new moon to come into you by telling yourself, I allow the vibrations of the new moon to enter into me, and I allow all the toxicity, all the negativity to be released. I'm ready to let it all go. So new moon is, as I said, about purging, which means there are a lot of things which you're attached to, but somewhere deep down in your subconscious are not serving you anymore. Those are the things that will start to come up, and when that starts coming up, your nervous system starts to become very, very disturbed, very anxious, because it is so attached to it that it draws its comfort from these attachments. So you might experience a lot of anxiety. So the more you allow yourself to come into an acceptance that it's time for me to release all this attachment, it's time for me to let go, and I allow everything to come out from deep down inside my body out, so that my body can release it. The more you have these conversations with yourself, the more you allow yourself to understand that there is a need to let go, and you want to let go, easier it will be for you around full moon to release everything, because full moon is hardly 15 days away from your new moon. You need these 2 weeks to purge and allow your body to churn out everything that is not required anymore. I hope this helps, and I hope you have a very productive new moon by doing your deep breathing and by talking to yourself and setting intention of releasing all that which does not serve you. Till next time, love and light.